In this session, I'm going to talk to you about your Zoho CRM homepage. I'm going to talk to you about what's available out of the box, which means you can use it without paying anyone. I will also talk to you about what you will need to pay if you will need someone to do it for you. So those two buckets are very, very important. The reason for this session is because we had a prospect coming to our company. The prospect wanted to have lots of work done on their homepage, and they already got a price from their existing developer, which was a significant amount of money. What the developer didn't tell them is that some of the items, actually it's about 95% of the items that been requested, were available out of the box without paying anything to the developer, which means the developer should give this option to the client, and the client can say, yes, I will do that in-house and you can do the rest of the things. But I think it needs to be something that the developer can let the client know so the client can have an educated decision. In this session, I want to go over what is available out of the box and also what's not. So if we're going to the home page, you will see on the right side that you will have a bunch of dashboards. Some of the dashboards will come out of the box, and some of them can be created by you. As an example, here I will have the sales manager dashboard, which we created for our needs, and also the salesperson dashboard. Each one of those dashboards will be assigned to the right group. So the salesperson dashboard will be assigned to salespeople, while the sales manager dashboard will be assigned to the sales manager. Right now we are viewing the sales manager dashboard. On the top you will have a bunch of gauges. Those gauges will provide information in a more of a summary type of a dashboard. Now I will go to the analytics area. So let me just duplicate this page. So one page I will have the home page, and the other page I will have the analytics. Here you can see that you have the leads this month. This is an existing gauge that exists in the dashboard. So if I will go back to the dashboard, you can see that you have a gauge leads this month, which is identical to the leads this month that you see here. The only thing that you will need to do is just add this specific gauge to the home page, which I will show you how to do it in a second. Revenue this month will be the same thing. You can see that you have your revenue this month. Revenue this month was added here, which takes about 3 seconds to do. So some of the gauges that you will see on the top were copied from the dashboard section or the analytics section into the dashboard. Below that, you will see a list of items. So it's my today's follow-ups. This is what we call in the CRM language, it's a view. This view is existing in my leads module. And you will see here that you have here my team today's follow-ups. My team today's follow-ups is the same one. So this view was added to this dashboard. Now all those are out of the box functionality that you can just use. Someone created this view, but adding the view takes seconds or minutes. Let's go to what's not included in the dashboard. So let's say that you have here a report. It's average time to call a new lead. As an example, when a new lead comes in, I am stamping the time. And when there is the first phone call, I am stamping the time again, which means I want to see how much time it takes the salesperson to call a new lead. This specific report, as an example, came from multiple clients that we work with that they thought that their marketing campaigns are not performing. And therefore, when we started to time how much time it takes from the moment that the lead comes in until the first phone call, we saw that there is a huge gap. lots and lots of time is passing until the salesperson is calling the lead, and therefore this lead is going to their competition. So it's not really the marketing campaign problem, it's a salesperson problem. And this report is helping us figuring out this problem. When you need a report like that, it's not only that you need to create a new report, you need also the data. Because if you are not stamping the time, whenever you have the lead comes in until the moment that you have the first phone call, and create a script that's doing that, you won't be able to have this data. So this is type of a dashboard that can be created if a developer is helping you. So this will be something like that costs some money. The missed follow-ups, real calls versus reported calls, and so on. All those will be types of reports that will cost more money to produce because the functionality doesn't exist in Zoho. I will give you one more report that I really like that is also not part of the dashboard, and that will be the negative sentiment report. This report is monitoring all the activity that's coming to the CRM, and whenever it identifies an email or text message or WhatsApp or whatever communication that you have that the client is upset, it will label it as a negative sentiment, and then you will be able to see the type of a message, what went wrong, so you can investigate deeper. Bottom line, you have some reports that are out-of-the-box reports. This is also out-of-the-box report. And some are not. In order for you to know what is available and what's not, I recommend you to go to the analytics section. That will be this icon. From here, you will have a bunch of sections on the left side. The org overview will give you eye level of what's going on in your business, and you will be able to scroll them and see if something is working for you. If you want to use one of those reports, I will show you in a second how to use them. Now, on the left side, you can go to the leads analytics, opportunity insights. You will have lots and lots of gauges that were created for you out of the box by Zoho. It's not something that the developer created for you. Okay, it's out of the box. If you want to create a new one, you click on Add Component. I personally ignore all that and go directly to pick from a gallery, which for me it's a relatively easy way to have a quick start. The pick from gallery will have lots of different gauges that I can use. You can see that you have a bunch of them. In my case, I would like to see how much money I produced this year and compare also to last year. So I will go to something like that. So it shows me how much was created last month and what we have this month. The thing is, I don't want this month, I want this year. So I will change it revenue this year. You will see here that it's checking the duration of this month. I will make it this year, and it will compare it to the previous period, which means last year. That's it. That's all I had to do. I will click on save, and now you can see here that the money that was generated this year is $987,000. Last year it was zero. It's a new company, so we have 100% increase. Okay, now let me show you, once you have those components, how to add them to the home page. In order to add to the home page, you can click on Add Component, and then on the left side, you will have dashboards and custom view. We're not going to talk about the kiosk. It's much more advanced. Right now, I want to add a new dashboard, right? So this is the dashboard area. I will click on dashboard. It will ask me where this dashboard is. In my case, it will be under the opportunity insights. So I will select the opportunity insights. The name of this gauge is revenue this year, which you see on the bottom, revenue this year. And if I click on it, you can see that it will be added here. If you want to move it around, you can just drag and drop it and put it anywhere that you like. Okay? And in that case, you can reshuffle it. Whenever you're done, you click on save. Okay, so what we covered today. First of all, when you need to create those on-page or any type of reporting, I want you to know that some of them are available for you out of the box and you can just use existing ones and use them. You don't need a developer for it. And there is a good chance that the time that it will take you to explain what you need, in this time you can just drag and drop and do it yourself, which I prefer that you will not spend money on things that you're not supposed to. Whenever you do need a dashboard, you will need to explain to, I prefer a business consultant that understands CRM and not a developer, because sometimes what you need is not really what you need. So you need to have someone that understands your business and can help you with it. You will need to explain what you need on the business side, and they will design something that works for you, and they will give you some kind of a price. If the price makes sense, go ahead and do it. If it doesn't make sense, ask how you can make it less expensive, and be open with the person that you're working with, because sometimes you are requesting something that making it very expensive. If you will remove this feature, it won't be expensive for you, but will impact the price dramatically. So this is important to know. That's really what I wanted to show you regarding the dashboards and the home pages. Without proper home page, I don't know how people can work. It's really impossible. So you need to have a good home page, good reporting, both for you and for your employees, so they can function on a day-to-day basis and know where they're lacking, so they can fix it before you see it. And from the other side, you will have visibility on the entire organization, and you can see what's going on and how to work with your team in a more efficient way, that you don't need to ask them what was done. You can just look at your dashboard and see it in a second. If you like the session, thumbs up is always appreciated. Based on your thumbs up, I know which sessions to create. If you have any comments, questions, shoot them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this session. We'll see you in the next one.